2015 Volkswagen Golf GTE Review GTI? No GTE, a new example of Volkswagen's take on future mobility available today. The 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTE is a plug-in hybrid that combines a traditional petrol engine with an electric motor. It is not the first plug-in hybrid launched by the company from Wolfsburg, but for us certainly the most interesting one so far. As the name tag suggests, it also possesses sporty genes besides the ability to drive 100% electric, charged via regular power plug or refueled with regular petrol. We went out to Switzerland to find out what the GT is like to drive on a variety of roads, from the city of Zurich to some beautiful mountain roads. The engines: normally we write about the engine of the car, but in the Golf GT's case you get two engines, one 150 horsepower strong 1.4-liter turbocharged TSI engine and one 102 horsepower electric motor. Combined, the hybrid system can deliver a peak performance of 204 horsepower, just 16 horsepower shy of the GTI's 220 horsepower. The GTE delivers 350 Nm of torque, exactly the same as the GTI, with the only difference that in electric mode the full torque is instantly available. The GTE has a strong emphasis on efficiency and range. With a fully charged battery, the range is 50 km in full electric mode and up to 940 km in hybrid mode. Combined fuel consumption on the European test cycle is only 1.5 liters per 100 km, although it will come as no surprise that when you have a sportier driving style this will be much more. Performance: the Volkswagen Golf GTE does 0 to 100 km per hour in 7.6 seconds and has a top speed of 222 km per hour. In E-mode the top speed is limited to 130 km per hour. That, however, is still significantly higher than the electric performance in most other plug-in hybrids. Gearbox: the Golf GTE comes with a newly developed 6-speed automatic gearbox that incorporates the electric motor, disengagement clutch and Volkswagen's DSG dual clutch gearbox. This helps to keep the size of the engine very compact and make use of Volkswagen's MQB platform, a modular matrix that allows several models and drivetrains to be built on the same production line. In comparison to a regular automatic gearbox, the Sport mode is replaced by a B mode. This B mode will make use of energy regeneration when the accelerator is lifted. This also allows you to slow down without pressing the brakes, and by doing so the battery is recharged to provide more electric power. Drive modes: the Golf GTE offers various drive modes. Unlike most cars in this segment that only offer normal and sport, the GTE offers E-mode, GT mode, battery hold, battery charge, and hybrid auto. Every time the car is started, E-mode is automatically engaged. The GTE will run up to 50 km with the electric motor only until the petrol engine is started. If you wish to maintain your current charge, you can select battery hold so you have enough electric range available for inner-city driving. For example, battery charge will use all available energy while driving to charge the battery back to 100%. Hybrid auto is a typical hybrid mode where the electric motor and the petrol engine work together to offer an optimal mix of range and efficiency. Most interesting for fans of the GTI segment is the GTE mode. Here the electric motor is used to improve performance and offer the maximum output of 204 horsepower. The throttle response improves, gearbox will hold onto gears longer and the steering becomes more direct. With the optional dynamic chassis control, the GT button also sets the dampers to sport, warranting a sportier ride. Interior and design: the Golf GT features some unique design elements to emphasize its innovative drivetrain. Among those elements are blue details in the exterior, LED daytime running lights in the front bumper, and an interior that shows its link with the iconic DNA. Driving experience: Volkswagen chose Zurich, Switzerland as the location for the introduction of the 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTE. Zurich lies nestled between mountains on either side and directly on the shores of the lake, carrying the same inner city congestion combined with beautiful country roads along the lake and surrounding mountains provide a good mix to test the car's diversity. Our first engagement with the GT took us from Zurich Airport to a hotel located in the hills on the outskirts of Zurich. A route which combined motorway with city driving, not the ideal stretch to test the GT mode yet considering Switzerland's strict road laws, especially when it comes to speeding. But this did provide a good opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the GT and the Golf 7 in general. As you probably know, at Spirit we are focused on sports and luxury car market, and it has been a while since we drove a car in this segment. Of course there are differences with the higher segments, and the interior is not as luxurious as that of an Audi, BMW or Mercedes-Benz. But the Golf GT holds up very well when it comes to infotainment, safety and convenience systems. Adaptive cruise control with lane assist? Check. Bluetooth audio? Check. Navigation with live traffic? Check. Especially in traffic, the adaptive cruise control is a blessing. From a certain speed on the motorway it will even assist with steering to keep the car in the center of the lane. But this is not really what the GT is about. The GT is all about its new powertrain and drive modes. As a spokesperson for Volkswagen put it, we set out to build a vehicle that reaches new levels of efficiency without neglecting the fun factor. For everybody that has never driven an electric vehicle before, go and give it a try. The moment you start the GT it automatically starts in E mode and behaves the same as the Volkswagen e-Golf that we tested briefly earlier this year. One thing that you will have to get used to is that the moment you press the start button there is no rumble of a diesel or petrol engine to indicate you are ready to go. Instead, a small green ready icon lights up on the driver's display. Put the automatic gearbox in D just like you would with any other car. Hit the throttle and off you go. The feeling of instant torque is a revelation compared to the non-electric torque-lacking cars in this segment. And it doesn't take long until traffic light sprints without making a sound put a smile on your face as if you are launching a V12 Ferrari of the line. You also leave bystanders looking in awe as you drive off with the sound of spinning tires and a light zoom from the electric engine, but no petrol sound. The range of the electric motor is enough for about 40 kilometers electric driving between charges. Charging itself takes between 2.5 and 3.5 hours depending on the type of power source you use, wallbox versus regular plug. If you want, you could easily use the GT as a full electric car during the week and use its long-range hybrid functionality in the weekend. Driving to the hotel in E mode we would almost forget that this car is actually a GT and not an e-Golf. So after a quick lunch we get back in the car and set out to discover the GTE's sporty side. Again the car starts in E mode, but at a tick of the GT button the 1.4-liter turbocharged petrol engine fires up and you have 204 horsepower and 350 Newton meters at your disposal. With the GT button the sound also changes, where in hybrid mode the engine sounds like a typical screaming 1.4-liter engine. In GTE mode it sounds beefier and GTI-like. It also automatically engages the B mode to recover as much energy as possible in deceleration to aid the acceleration. In D the GTE sails and feels very resistance-free. B is the exact opposite and feels as if you brake using the engine going down a hill. It is a feeling we have to get used to. In GTE mode you can leave the gear lever in automatic mode or switch to manual to shift with the paddles behind the steering wheel. The support of the electric motor can clearly be felt under acceleration, but in corners the GT can't match its lighter GTI and GTD counterparts. Conclusion: overall it is the combination of the electric range and the ability to have longer journeys that makes the GT an interesting car. It also forms a great example of the future of mobility. Thanks to the modular matrix used in the Volkswagen Group's production, these drivetrain systems can be implemented with ease throughout nearly the entire lineup in the next couple of years, and as the battery capacity and the customer demand increases, the usability will improve and the price will drop, making this form of mobility more interesting for large groups of car buyers. For more about plug-in hybrids on Spirit, read our reviews of the Porsche Panamera SE Hybrid and the McLaren P1. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like, subscribe, share and comment.